Now, initially, the plan was for the main march to respect the Charest government's new limits on public assemblies. The route was planned and police advised, but the more radical student group Class kept its promise and broke the rules. Camille, in the end, the entire crowd ended up following along.
Yes, and it was jam-packed. The entire block was taken up here about an hour ago, but the crowd is beginning to thin. But as you mentioned, Gabriel Nadeau-Dubois and tens of thousands of other students collectively chose to break the law. In the end, though, we just spoke to police and there were no arrests, but they said that they wanted to protest according to their fundamental rights rather than respect a rule that they say is unjust. Now, they broke off into their own march, headed west on Sherbrooke, then down Peel onto René Lévesque. Eventually, large groups of students encircled the entire downtown core, headed north, south, east, and west. We asked Nadeau-Dubois if he was afraid about the fact that technically police could arrest him. He said that if police wanted to arrest him, they'd have to arrest all of the thousands of students and people that surrounded him. Here he is right now with a message for the Premier.
Now he has tens of thousands of people to sue. I mean, all those people, in fact, are actually disobeying to Bill 78. So if he wants to give a 5,000 fine to all those people, he has a lot to do with. But I think we're proving right now that this law, in fact, is absurd and inapplicable to the reality.
Camille, the size of the crowd, the unpredictable route, it all meant a lot of drivers and workers downtown were essentially trapped.
That's for sure. Even us just trying to make our way from Place des Festivals here to Parc La Fontaine, it was completely congested. We ended up hopping on the metro, and Sherbrooke for a large part of the time was blocked, as well as Rue Charrier. Now, in the downtown core, these protesters, there was a constant stream of protesters along Sherbrooke Street, along René Lévesque for several hours. All of those small streets going north and south in the downtown core were completely blocked up. Many drivers ended up being delayed by 15 minutes, 30 minutes, in some cases an hour. But they didn't seem to mind. For the most part, I'll say for the most part, drivers were in support of students taking part in this peaceful protest.
Just disturbing the whole city, to be honest. And I understand they want to make a point, but, you know, you have to draw the line somewhere.
We have to follow the rule. We have no choice. I mean, we're two and there are thousands of them. That's okay.
I want them to be happy and they get whatever they want, you know.
So you don't mind being stuck in traffic?
No.
Now, Paul, I should mention that there is very little to no police presence here right now. Everything is very calm and the crowd is dispersing very quickly.
Thanks a lot, Camille. Camille Ross at La Fontaine Park.